Hi, good morning mga katribu. It's Wednesday once again. Welcome to another enlightening episode of Straight Talk, where we delve into the pressing issues of the day. I'm Chito Lozada.
We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune now on YouTube. I'm Teddy Montelibano.
So today we're honored to have with us Commander John Percie
Yes.
Alcos of the Philippine Navy. He's the Director of the Naval Public Affairs Office of the Philippine Navy.
Welcome aboard,
Welcome aboard,
Commander Alcos.
Commander.
Thank you, sir
How are
Chito.
you,
Thank
sir?
you, sir Ted.
Thank you for honoring us with your visit and for taking the time out to enlighten our publics, no, our people, Filipino people, about what's happening with the Philippine Navy. Can you just give us a situation, or how is the Philippine Navy at this point in time in terms of maybe modernization, or what is the condition of our of the, what do you call this, of material?
Material, sir.
Is it possible to call it that?
Yes, sir. Sir, we're already on the third horizon of the AFP modernization, specifically for the Naval Modernization Program.
And
Bef-
what does that mean? If
Sir,
we're in the
before-
When
third
did it start?
horizon?
What term? What term? Whose
It
term?
started, sir, in 2012.
2012,
And then the third horizon started 2024 until 2028, if I'm not mistaken, sir. Before the Navy modernization started, we used to operate World War II warships.
Oh my goodness!
Now we have brand new state-of-the-art
Really?
frigates. We have anti-submarine helicopters. Our Marines have their own AAVs that they can use for amphibious warfare. And I think that we've left leaps and bounds
Really?
with the modernization program. And we thank the national government for that. So,
The national government has been supportive.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
maybe you can give media a tour one time to give us a clear idea about where are these ships moored.
Vessels.
Normally, sir, our
Vessels.
ships are deployed all over the country, not only in the WPS, but our main naval base is currently at Naval Operating Base Subic in
Subic.
Zambales.
Subic.
Oh, okay. It's not Sangli anymore, no?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
ever in Sangli?
We moved away from Sangli now that we have the Naval Operating Base in Subic, sir.
So you're back in Subic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I hear that you're actually developing Subic now.
Part of Subic Base, sir, was leased by the Philippine Navy for at least 5 years.
5 years only.
Yes, sir, but it's renewable, of course. And now that we've built a home there with the former Hanjin shipyard, sir.
Hanjin, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you took over Hanjin, no?
We took over the northern yard, sir. The Philippine Navy took over the northern yard.
Is that still a shipyard? Does the Philippine Navy has any plans to build their own vessels?
We have a naval shipbuilding facility in Cavite, sir. This is part of the Fast Attack Interdiction Craft Acquisition Project that we've partnered with Israel. Hopefully, very, very soon, we'll have the capability to manufacture our own mid-sized fast attack interdiction
Mid-sized.
crafts.
Fantastic. So you mean to say we're going to be independent? We're going to be, we will be independent
Self-supporting,
of foreign assistance in terms of crafting vessels.
I think that is the
Versus
objective,
our
sir. This will be in support of the self-reliance defense program of the Philippines, not only of the Department of National Defense, but the whole country, sir.
It started when, sir? The self-reliance program.
Sir, the SRDP started during the time of the President Marcos Sr. If you remember, we have the
Senior
bongbong.
pa.
Yes, sir. We had the the bongbong rockets during that time, and
Yeah, we did.
We did?
yeah, we did have the bongbong rockets during that time, sir. As part of the SRDP, moving 20, 30 years to what we have now, we now, in partnership with the Department of, with the DOST, we now have the capability to operate the 50 caliber machine guns remotely.
Remotely?
This was developed here in the Philippines, sir.
for the
Fantastic.
vessels?
Yes, sir. These are now being operated aboard several of our vessels already.
Okay.
Ah,
Great. So are we in good shape?
Yes, sir. And
We are in good shape. Yeah.
with 2028 fast approaching, with the end of the the third horizon fast approaching, and even beyond that, we expect a lot more platforms, modern state-of-the-art platforms that will be coming in for the Philippine Navy and the armed forces as a whole, sir.
mm.
So that means that you are well funded, the Philippine Navy,
The national
the
government and our
national. Yes.
lawmakers have been very supportive of our armed forces, sir.
Okay. Beginning what term? Ever since?
From the time of the first horizon, which started, I believe, during the time of President Aquino, sir, and then
Aquino.
President Duterte, and now President Marcos, sir.
So, so it was intensified during those at those points in time, no?
How about the submarines? When are you acquiring
Yes, I
those?
understand that you are going to, you're going to acquire submarines.
The modernization program of the Navy, sir, is nakadepende kasi yan, sir, sa capabilities that we want to develop. So what we submit is a set of requirements that we need for us to become a modern Navy, for us to acquire or to attain a credible defensive posture.
What are some of those requirements?
This would include frigates, submarines,
Frigates,
corvettes, planes, uh, amphibious vehicles for the Marine Corps. This would enhance our move, shoot, detect, communicate capabilities.
Are we, okay, I guess you would have set desiderata, no? This is what we desire, your targets. So as of this point in time, how near or how far are we from reaching those targets? And what needs to be done to attain at least, at least if not completely satisfy the targets, at least approach them at a very comfortable level, no?
I think we could best describe the Navy modernization program, sir, in a Filipino term that you usually hear. Malayo na, what is it? Malayo na, pero malayo pa.
Malayo na, pero
So
malayo.
malayo
Malayo
pa.
pa.
No, it's not very
Hindi
far
malayo.
off, sir, but we've come a long way from where we started. But in terms of
malayo na in terms na we've gone a long way.
yes, sir, but
malayo pa.
malayo pa
Still.
because there are still capabilities that we want to
So,
develop.
To attain credible defense
Posture. Yes, sir. That had always been our objective, sir.
Yeah. Okay. What are the realistic goals that you want to achieve, that the Philippine Navy wants to achieve at this point in time?
Sir, the objective of the Navy is to become a modern naval force capable of securing the state and contributing to regional peace. It may be very broad,
yeah.
but and it would entail a lot of capabilities for the Navy, especially that the Secretary of National Defense emphasized that the role of the armed forces should extend up to 200 nautical miles. To the exclusive economic zone, sir.
Yeah. From where?
From our coastlines, sir.
From our coastlines. Okay.
So 200. That's the UNCLOS, ano? No?
Yes, sir. That's
Limit.
the easy, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're adhering to the UNCLOS, what do you call this, specifications.
Yes, sir. We always base our actions, sir, on what is permitted in the UNCLOS, sir.
Can the Navy really do that with the many islands that the Philippines have? And the coastline, the long coastline that the country has?
Currently, sir, we're able to perform our mandate. But with more assets, we can do more, of course. What we're currently doing now is we're trying to prioritize which areas need more of our assets, sir.
What are the, I wanted to say, are there any perceived threats that would require Philippine Navy action?
Yes, sir. I think the President, sir, gave his instructions already that the AAFP should transition from internal security operations to external defense.
External defense.
And this would entail a lot of joint operations from not only the Navy and the Air Force, but also from the Philippine Army.
Okay.
So that should be the difference, no? The joint operations from the whole armed forces of the Philippines.
Yes, sir. When we were doing internal security operations, we used to do them unilaterally between the between the services. The Army would do their operations, the Air Force also, and then the Army. And it's very seldom that we conduct joint operations during ISO. But with EDO, when we transition to external defense, that would be this would rely heavily on the conduct of joint operations between all the three major services of the armed forces.
Okay. You just said Balikatan, no? You just, what was the? This was the first for several. There were several firsts during this Balikatan.
Yes, sir.
France was with us, and joined and everything. What were you involved in it?
Yes, sir.
Were you there? Could you
During
tell
the-
us a bit about?
During the
what
last
that was?
Balikatan exercises, sir, Ted, we fired our first ever surface-to-surface missile.
I'm sorry.
We
Surface
fired
to
our
surface.
first
Some
ever
missile.
surface-to-surface missile,
Okay.
and we were able to sink the target. The president was aboard the command center when we fired the surface-to-surface missile.
Was he thrilled to see it?
I think the whole Filipino nation was very thrilled that we now have this particular capability.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not only the Philippine Navy, sir, but I think the Air Force also fired their air-to-surface missiles during the exercise.
Okay. Yes, it's just terrific. Okay. And what
The
lessons or what could you tell us some more about the Balikatan? How was the experience of was working with or operating with other naval forces or other armed forces of the other is it just armed force? Is it this whole entire armed forces, right?
Yes,
Balikatan?
sir.
Maybe 3 service units.
It had always been the emphasis of the armed forces, sir, to conduct exercises with like-minded nations and like-minded armed forces.
Yes.
Just like the United States, Japan, Australia has been joining the Balikatan for a while, and we will continue to do this with our allies, sir, and other like-minded nations.
What were the other insights that you got working with or operating with those other armed force units of other countries?
Sir, it's always great to work with other navies who have far modern capabilities than what we have. This prepares us for the incoming assets that will be delivered to the Philippines. So, at least, sir, we have had the chance to operate these particular platforms or equipment before they start being delivered to our armed forces.
What are we expecting? What are we expecting in terms of deliveries?
Sir, for the Philippine Navy, until 2028, we are expected to receive at least 2 corvettes,
2 corvettes.
6 offshore patrol vessels,
Okay.
2 landing docks, several more fast attack interdiction crafts, and I believe several more systems will be delivered to the Philippine Marine Corps, to include the shore-based anti-ship missile system.
Okay. From which countries are this coming from?
We have partnered with a lot of countries, sir. Our ships are primarily coming from South Korea and Israel.
Israel.
Thus, BASAM will be coming from India.
India.
And we always make sure, sir, that we get the very best of the technologies that are available out there, sir.
There are some that came from Indonesia.
Yes, sir. The landing docks. Sorry, I missed that, sir. The landing docks came from Indonesia, sir.
It's a landing dock.
Sir, these
These are
are the
the,
Tarlac class vessels that are used for mobilization, humanitarian assistance, and disaster response.
See, okay. None from Japan?
I believe, sir, Japan donated several vessels to the Philippine Coast Guard.
Coast
Coast Guard. Okay. None from the U.S.?
From the US, sir, we received several vessels. We already have uh, three high-endurance cutters, which previously belonged to the from the US Coast Guard. We have the Cyclone class vessels. We have three of those, plus one research vessel, AGR 702, which is AGR 702 is BRP Gregorio Velasquez.
And BRP Sierra Madre.
BRP Sierra Madre,
From
sir.
the US.
Yes, sir, from the US.
Is still commissioned vessel?
Yes, sir. BRP Sierra Madre LS-57 is still a commissioned vessel of
Yeah.
the Philippine Navy.
That's a symbol. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's a symbol, di ba? It's supposed to be our outpost there.
It's an outpost,
Yeah.
but well,
But that was an American vessel, right?
Yes, sir. This is
Landing
our World War II landing ship tank.
Yeah.
so
So when you say you run aground, you run it aground. What does that mean? You sunk it or what? How do you visualize that?
it was
No, you're gonna say beach because it's in the middle of the water, middle of the sea, isn't it?
it was stuck there. Before we continue, we are having our first commercial break. Commander, stay with us.
This public service announcement is brought to you by Meralco.
Magandang araw mga kaliwanag at gayon din sa ating mga katribo. Formal lang inanunsyo ng pag-asa na tapos na ang El Nino season sa bansa. Nagsisimula na rin ang sunod-sunod na pag-ulan sa maraming bahagi ng Pilipinas kasama ng Metro Manila kaya inaasahan ng ahensya na pagdating ng Hulyo ay maaring magsimula na rin ang La Nina. Kami po sa Meralco ay nakahanda na sa mga maaring maging epekto ng tag-ulan. Patuloy ang koordinasyon ng kumpanya sa Department of Energy, Energy Regulatory Commission at iba pang ahensya ng gobyerno na involved sa public service. Lalong-lalo na sa mga local government units ng mga lugar na nasasakop ng aming prangkisa. Kung napapansin po ninyo, mas pinaigting pa namin ang pagsasagawa ng maintenance at upgrading work sa aming mga pasilidad para masiguro na kakayanin ng aming facility sakaling magkaroon ng mga malalakas na bagyo. Bukod dito, tuloy-tuloy din po ang aming inisyatiba sa wire clearing operations sa ilalim ng aming anti-urban blight program. At hindi rin tumitigil ang aming tree trimming activities para maiwasan ang mga posibleng aksidente dahil sa mga ulan o bagyo. Bago matapos itong digital explainer na ito mga kaliwanag at mga katribo, meron po akong iiwang mga tips para sa inyo. Una, dapat po ay updated tayo sa mga balita at alam natin kung anong mga paparating na bagyo sa ating lugar. Bago pa man tumama ang nasabing bagyo, siguraduhin naka-charge ang mga cellphone nyo, power banks at iba pang rechargeable na items at appliances, lalo na yung mga importante tulad ng electric fan at mga ilaw. I-ready na rin natin ang ating mga flashlights at mga kandila. Kung hindi natin maiiwasang gamitin, make sure safe po tayo. Para kung magkaroon man ng power interruption dahil sa bagyo o malakas na ulan, ay may magagamit tayo agad. Mag-imbak din tayo ng sapat na pagkain at tubig sa bahay para handa tayo kung hindi pa man ligtas lumabas. Kapag naman ho pinasok ang ating bahay ng baha, siguraduhin nakapatay ang linya ng kuryente o ang main circuit breaker. Lumabas lang kung kailangan. Gumamit ng kapote, rubber boots kung lulusong sa baha bilang dagdag proteksyon sa aksidente at sa sakit. Dapat din ho tuyo ang mga kamay bago humawak ng anumang pasilidad ng kuryente pero kung hindi naman kailangan, wag na ho ninyong gawin. Tanggalin na rin sa pagkakasaksak ang mga kagamitang may kuryente. Kapag humupa na ang baha, para rin sa kaligtasan ng lahat, ipacheck po sana natin sa lisensyadong electrician ang mga saksakan at wiring sa bahay bago gamitin. At kung sa hindi inaasang pagkakataon, magkaroon ng mga power interruptions o power outages, paki-message nyo po kami sa official social media account ng Meralco o kaya tumawag sa aming hotline na makikita sa screen. Ilan lamang po ito sa aming munting paalala mula sa inyong Manong Joe. Hangad po namin ang kaligtasan ninyo anuman ang panahon. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras at nawa ay nakatulong po ang inyong lingkod para magbigay linaw sa usaping ito dito sa digital explainer sa Daily Tribune.
And this break is brought to you by Angkas, Beat the Traffic, Bayad Center, hashtag Bigger Better Younger Bayad, and you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube.
Straight Talk dives deep into pressing issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
Mga katribo, we're back. And we're still having this interesting talk with Commander Alcos. Currently, Mr. Commander, can you tell us the complement? How many vessels do we have in the Philippine Navy?
Sir Chito, due to operational security, I can't tell you the exact number that we have, but we can tell you that we can, with the current assets that we have, warships, tanks, and people, we can effectively perform our mandate. But as I've said earlier, with the delivery of more assets, we can do more. If you ask me how many sailors and marines and airmen that we have, we currently we're currently sitting at around 27,000 regular
Navy?
members of the Navy.
Wow.
And around 250,000 reservists. And more are volunteering. And we've seen an uptick of volunteers who want to join not only the Navy but the armed forces as a whole.
What draws them? I mean, what draws them to, what draws people to join the, which is encouraging. I mean,
Yes,
with
Like,
armed forces. What attracts them?
I would like to think, sir, that current issues are prompting them to be more patriotic.
Yeah. Okay. I know what you mean. So we won't delve into that. Kaintindihan na tayo. Yeah, but that's okay.
If you're a reservist, when I hope this does not happen, but if there's an armed conflict, the reservists will have to be commissioned.
Yes, sir. They
That's what I hear.
have to complement the regular force. They'll be our
So
force
we have
multipliers.
250,000.
That is the
Can be,
reason, sir, why before you become before you become integrated into the reserve force, we have to train you, and we will be making sure that your role will be specific to what your current specialty is.
Specialty.
Yes, sir. You recently, I have heard you, sir, say that we're currently our reserve force is at 250,000. The Army's reserve force is around 1 million.
A million?
Yes, sir. The Army Reserve Force plus the Air Force, sir.
We have that much people, personnel?
Reservists, sir.
Reservists.
Reservists.
Okay.
Reservists.
So what are the reservists supposed to do? They're trained, and then what happens to them?
They are trained, sir. During peacetime, they help in nation building.
Nation building.
During times of calamities, during humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations, they figure significantly, sir. Napakarami natin, sir, ng mga naval reservists and AP reservists, sir, who had been more than willing to drop their current jobs just to help our nation, sir.
Oh, that's great.
Including the movie actors.
Yes, sir. Major Dantes,
Who's Major Dantes?
Lieutenant Nasino, Ding Dong Dantes.
Ah,
sir.
Ding Dong
Major Ding Dong
Dantes.
Dantes is a Marine reservist.
He actually saw, no? I mean, he was actually trained.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He went under training.
Lately, sir,
Gerard Anderson.
PO 3rd, Nadia Montenegro joined the reserve
Babae.
force. Yes, sir.
Sino pa?
Sir, napakarami po natin, sir, mga celebrities. And not only
Celebrities.
what is important, sir, is not only our celebrities, but yung mga kapwa nating Pilipino who are volunteering to join the reserve
Si
force.
Robin
They
Padilla.
draw in
Robin
the
Hood
more,
Padilla.
Sir, Senator Robin Padilla is a captain in the Philippine Army.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's a captain pala.
Si Vice President.
I believe, sir, the vice president is also is a lieutenant colonel in the army also, sir. If I'm not mistaken, sir.
Yeah, I think she is. Sir. Yeah.
They are very active reservists, sir.
Okay. Do you think
Pero-
that Filipinos, I mean, should, let's say, revive the ROTC and do you think
Instead of
that Filipino citizens should, should
Prepare.
like Korea, for instance, they don't care who you are. They don't care if you're the highest paid.
Israel.
Di
Israel.
ba?
It's a
Oh, well,
mandatory.
Israel, given lahat naman sila. But I mean, for South Koreans, you don't care whether you're a billionaire's son
Mandatory.
or if you're the highest paid K-pop and whatever. When they say it's your time to to train, reservist,
Sir, as
they do. They drop everything and they have to be in the military.
Sir, as a serviceman, I fully support the ROTC program, and I've seen how the but as what you've said, sir, in Korea, I've been stationed in Israel for a while.
Oh, really? Where in Israel, sir?
In the Golan Heights, sir. I was stationed there for 1 year, and I've seen how important,
As a what?
sir, as a
Why were
UN
you-
peacekeeper, sir.
Was it dangerous? Was it a dangerous mission?
Sir, everywhere you go is dangerous. Yes, sir.
Especially
I can
Israel.
imagine.
Yes, sir.
You have bombs. You have bombs exploding left and right.
But again, sir, as a serviceman, I fully support the ROTC program. But let's leave it up to the lawmakers to decide on it, sir.
Oh, yeah, well,
So
okay.
you were with the
Legislators.
peacekeeping force.
Yes, sir.
That is when? When was this?
I believe, if I could remember it again accurately, sir, that was between 2010 and 2011 before the rebellion started
I see. Rebellion where?
in Syria, sir.
Okay, yes. 1 year.
Yes, sir.
But you were under the Philippine government or were you under the UN?
Sir, before we used to deploy servicemen as part of the UN peacekeeping force all over the world, sir.
2011,
We've deployed people in India, in Pakistan, in the Golan Heights, which is Syria and Israel, in Haiti, sir.
Oh, Haiti.
It's under Aquino, no? When you were you were part of the UN peacekeeping
Yes,
force.
sir, during the Aquino administration, sir.
Which Aquino? Mrs. Aquino or Mr.?
President
The-
Benigno Aquino. sir.
Benigno. Okay.
The son. But Israel is a good partner in terms of you were talking about transferring technology
Yes, sir.
earlier.
We found a very good partner, sir, in Israel. We've acquired the fast attack interdiction craft.
I'm sorry?
The fast attack interdiction craft from
Fast attack
interdiction
interdiction
crafts.
craft. What is that?
Sir, these are medium-sized vessels that are very fast.
Very fast.
They can go as fast as around 40, 50 knots.
That's good.
And they have missile capabilities also.
Oh.
And what's good is we partnered up with Israel. And what's good is part of the acquisition program is the transfer of technology. That
and-
at the end of the program, we'll be able to manufacture our own fast attack
Really?
interdiction crafts
So-
in Cavite City.
That's Israel technology.
Yes, sir.
Using Israel technology.
Yes,
and,
sir.
and this is the only nation which provides such transfer of technology, right?
We're hoping, sir, that with the future acquisition programs that will be approved, the transfer of technology will be a norm. So that later on, sir, as part of the SRDP, we can build our own.
So when you say transfer technology, there's let's say Israel. So Israeli what you call specialists, they come here, and then they teach us. And then, yeah.
It's a little bit of both, sir. We send people to Israel,
I see.
and then
Send people to
their
Israel.
technicians also come over to help us.
Install.
Yes, sir. And we have to remember that the Philippines is a very good shipbuilding country also, sir. So I believe we can build our own vessels very, very soon, sir.
How soon? like this year?
Can we catch up with Indonesia? Well, I keep on mentioning Indonesia because I was involved in that Tursen thing, and Habibi pala. It was Habibi. President Habibi was a German. He was an Anglophile. Not what you call. Basta he believes sa Germany. He went to school in Germany, so he made friends with Dursen, and then he helped. Dursen invited him to, or rather, he invited Dursen to come to Indonesia, and they built the naval shipyard, and I think they're the first ASEAN country to be self-reliant because of Dursen. Oh yeah, but this for me that's a dream for the Philippines if you can do that. Of course, it was I first encountered them in 1980. Kay Ramos so 1992. It's a long time ago. So, are we catching up?
Yes, sir. Filipinos, sir, we're very industrious.
Yeah.
Sir, we are...
May mabilidad.
sir, mabilidad tayong mga Pilipino, sir. And
Fast learners.
madali tayo, sir. Yes, sir, maka-adjust at matuto kung paano yung gawin ang isang bagay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
About the joint naval exercises, we always have those with the Western nations in Japan. Do you see these exercises being done with the regional neighbors like Singapore, or Thailand, or Malaysia?
Indonesia.
We normally conduct
Malaysia.
coordinated patrols with Indonesia, sir, in our southern
Indonesia.
borders. That's a regular thing that we do with the Indonesian Navy, sir. The maritime cooperative activities, maritime cooperative activities, these are regularly scheduled already. You've mentioned it, Sir Chito, that we normally conduct it with the U.S., the French, the United States. We do this regularly, although we do not announce it until it is about to happen for operational reasons. But we normally conduct this, and we are very open to conducting these types of patrols with other like-minded navies.
Like-minded navies would be quite rare.
Not really, sir.
No.
We've received so much support from other nations, sir, in our fight for our seas.
I mean, outside of Asia.
Yes, sir.
Outside of ASEAN.
Yes, sir. Outside
Outside
of
of
the
ASEAN.
yes, sir.
Australia would be one, no?
Australia, sir.
Australia.
Canada.
Canada,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Japan, sir.
But
Yeah,
Commander,
Japan,
would
yeah.
you like to see more integrated approach? This,
What do you mean by integrated approach?
as a part of the ASEAN, I mean,
Okay.
as a block.
May ano tayo, but we have territorial, maritime territorial tension,
nga.
conflict.
With the same
Trying to look-
countries. No?
But I'm trying to think of a term that would mitigate conflict.
But I would like to think, sir, that is one of the primary objectives of the ASEAN, to have a
Integration.
to have a full integration for regional peace and stability.
Yeah.
It's quite far off.
In spite of the fact that we have disputes, I mean, so to speak.
I think, sir, the Department of Foreign Affairs
Yeah.
would be best fit to answer
I
that,
was
sir.
expecting you to say that. baka sakali. Yeah, because we are really
Pero-
maritime. Yeah.
We have a strong interaction with other nations. Like you were telling us about Vietnam.
Yes, sir.
Recently, you have
Is Vietnam? Have you seen the Vietnam? Does Vietnam have a navy?
Yes, sir. Of course. They have a very strong navy also, sir.
I wouldn't know. I mean,
Yes, sir.
di ba parang land ano sila eh?
Yes, sir.
land. Ano.
Last week, sir, we did the 7th iteration of the Philippine Navy, Vietnam People's Navy interactions. That was July 10, sir. That was done sa Pugad Island, Southeast K. With
Where?
Southeast
Pugad
K.
Island.
Pugad
Ah,
Island.
yeah.
Southeast where?
Southeast K, sir, in the West
Southeast K.
Philippine Sea.
West Philippines.
How do you say that?
K.
Southeast K.
K.
Yes, sir.
Letter K.
CAY.
CAY, sir.
CAY.
Yes,
okay.
sir. So we sent some of our troops there. We did staff-to-staff talks. We talked about how we can better collaborate with the Vietnamese People's Navy. We also did several sports activities. We did cultural presentations as well as culinary exchanges.
exchanges.
Oh, sir, it was.
Sarap. Have
Something
you been to
that you
Vietnam?
would like.
I haven't been to Vietnam, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
very like
Yes,
us.
sir. But these things, we are very open to conducting with other nations who believe in the same thing and who fully support regional peace and
What was the
stability.
medium of
sir.
communication between you and the Vietnamese?
Sir, I believe, sir, English
Ah,
remains to be.
you know how to speak English?
Yes, of course, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
wouldn't
Just
know.
like us, sir. They're also very fluent in the English language.
No,
Oh,
but they're
yeah?
not. But they're not. They have never been colonized. I mean, except for the French, di ba?
Yeah, the French.
But they were never colonized by America. So I wouldn't know.
Culinary.
But you know, my impression with Vietnam, ang dami nila. And the young people. First time I went there, it's all bicycles. if you're driving a car, you're outnumbered.
But the Vietnamese, just like the Filipinos, sir, we're very much the same. We're very nationalistic and patriotic, sir.
Are we? It's nice to know, huh?
Come on.
Parang,
Pugad
it's nice
Island
to know
is-
that there's somebody thinking that the Filipinos are patriotic and ano.
Pugad Island is controlled by Vietnam, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Puga. That's right.
But
Okay. Again, I don't
who
know.
invited for the interaction to happen?
This is a planned well before the conduct of the activity, sir.
ASEAN? Is it an ASEAN initiative?
No, sir. This is a
Government to government.
yes, no, sir. This is a Navy to Navy interaction
All
that
Navy.
is handled by Naval Forces West, sir.
Naval Forces West. What's that?
Based
Is
in Palawan, sir.
that the Philippine? That's Philippine.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
So we're taking our final break.
I'm really curious about the Vietnamese Navy.
After Mr. Montelibano stopped talking. We're having our commercial break.
Yeah, I don't like this.
And this break is brought to you by Angkas, Beat the Traffic, Bayad Center, Hashtag Bigger Better Younger Bayad, and you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube.
Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
So we were talking about Vietnam and
Vietnam, yeah.
are there other country or naval to naval
Exchanges.
programs like that, training programs like
interactions.
that with other countries like
Yes, sir.
Malaysia, for instance.
We normally do that with the
Indonesia.
Indonesians, sir. Yes, sir.
Indonesia also. Yeah. How is it working with or interacting with other?
Sir, it's always great to interact with your good neighbors.
Do you learn from them, or do
Yes,
they
sir.
learn more from you, or do we
I
learn
think
more from them?
we learn from each other.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
all-
From the Vietnamese, for instance, what did
Yes.
you learn? Could you share with us? What
Not
did our-
specifically, sir, but I think communication is key in having a very good relationship.
But in terms of naval, capabilities, what did we learn from the Vietnamese? And what did we impart to them also?
sir,
What were they interested in?
Sir, the,
us?
the details of the staff talks I cannot discuss. But in general, they talked about how to better collaborate, sir, and how to ensure that no unplanned conflicts would arise from their unplanned encounters at sea.
Okay. Here's another thing that you might not be able to answer, but I'll ask you anyway. Are they conscious of the fact that we have disputes?
I
That there
think,
are-
sir,
we have-
everybody in this particular region is conscious
They're
that
conscious
there's
of
an
it.
ongoing
But that's okay
dispute.
with them. I mean, they're okay lang. Okay lang. We're still able to talk. I mean, we're still able to work with each other. And
Yes, sir. I think I've said that earlier, that we are open to collaborate and coordinate and communicate with other navies or armed forces or nations who firmly believe in rules-based international order.
Hope that
That are
happens with the
like-minded,
Chinese.
like-minded naval. That's the key word. Yeah.
How about China? Do we have any-
Like-minded nga eh.
can
Okay.
be
Let's ask it
persuaded,
anyway.
be like-minded. Do we have plans to have these interactions with China?
Hopefully, sir, if they fit the criteria that I've just mentioned, then maybe we'll
We
do
do have
those
diplomatic
interactions with
relations
them.
with them.
Yes, sir. But I think, sir, the Department of Foreign Affairs and the Department of National Defense, or maybe, sir, the Department of Foreign Affairs, is currently in the middle of ironing out things with China.
I think we've been, parang na-overpress natin yung mga damit natin sa kakaayon yan with China. Sorry. Sorry. But, okay, that's interesting.
Which nation in the ASEAN has the strongest naval force?
Sir,
Singapore
I cannot,
Singapore.
for one, say which one is the strongest.
has
but-
the most resources.
Most advanced assets,
Most advanced assets.
I think Singapore would have the most
But
advanced.
do they have a need for that?
Sir,
Kasi,
they would not acquire those assets if there was no requirement for them to have it. Just like us, we base our modernization or our acquisitions on the capabilities that we require, sir.
have you interacted with the Singaporean Navy?
Yes, sir. We did one exercise with the Singaporeans wherein we imparted our knowledge on how to set up multinational coordinating centers during HADR operations.
Do you know what?
During HADR
What
operations,
is
sir.
it?
Humanitarian assistance, disaster response.
Humanitarian
response.
assistance.
Because
disaster,
the
yeah.
Philippines is at the forefront
Correct.
of
Forefront,
doing these things, and we are considered as experts, sir, in terms
Yeah.
of
We are considered
as experts, sir, in this
Disaster-
particular region
disaster
on
risk.
Yeah.
disaster response.
I see.
So, what did you get from them in return?
From Singapore.
You imparted, but what did they share with us?
Sir, of course, it is very important for having a partner, sir, na we can work with during if there's a regional calamity that happens. Them having that particular capabilities and us imparting our skills and knowledge on the conduct on emplacing an MNCC there would also help the Philippines. For example, if we're incapacitated for one reason or another, the Singaporeans with the knowledge and skills that we've imparted can help us anytime, sir.
Yeah.
We can't coordinate with Taiwan, isn't it?
We don't have any diplomatic relations
right.
with Taiwan.
We can't.
We have none, di ba? What are we friends with them?
We're friends with everybody, sir.
We're friends with Taiwan, pero I think that
May diplomatic.
there's somebody that's not like-minded who wants us to be close to them.
So, Commander Alcos, we have to get your parting words since we're ending the show.
Sir Chito, Sir Ted, maraming salamat for giving us this opportunity on behalf of our Flag Officer in Command, Vice Admiral Adasi. Malaking pasasalamat namin sa ating mga katribo at siyempre sa inyo, sir, for giving us this opportunity na ibahagi sa ating mga kababayan kung ano yung ginagawa ng ating Philippine Navy. And to our fellow Filipinos, we assure you that your Philippine Navy will continue to strive to become a modern naval force capable of securing the state and contributing to regional peace.
No, that's great.
Okay, well said.
Thank you also very much, Percy, Commander Alcos, for sharing with us what's the current situation in the Philippine Navy. It's always nice for the public to know, for Filipinos
For
to
our
know.
comfort.
Yeah, I mean, and we have a measure of comfort, and that to know that our defenders are working, are in good shape. That's why we were very concerned about. For instance, to know whether you are well taken care of, and you say that the national government has been very supportive in terms of resources that they can expend for our safety, for the Filipinos' benefit. No, thank you very much for your time also.
The Navy is in ship shape.
Yeah, that's a good title.
So there we have it from Commander Alcos himself. Thank you again, Katribu, and Mr. Alcos, Commander Alcos, for gracing the show. And thank you, mga Katribu. Tune in again next Wednesday for another episode of Straight Talk. I am Chito Lozada.
And watch Straight Talk Live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. I am Teddy Montelibano.
Till next time.
Till next time.